Hannah's learning to become a little mommy, and she does like to stay with me, and she was very nice about it, and I asked her if she'd like to fold the basket of laundry that was sitting there. It was little towels and things, and so she sat for the longest time and just was so proud of herself folding. What a dear baby. She really, really likes to help.
Good, because in the future, there'll be a lot of folding.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a really good day. I was going to do a video to let you know about the Gosselin Sextuplets and Jon and Kate +8. I haven't done an update on this, and I thought, well, let's combine a couple different things because Jon recently posted on his Instagram there's a new update on Hannah. And there was a story a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, about Kate that I wanted to let you guys know about, but I forgot to do a video about. It was like all in my deck. I was ready to go with it. I had all the photographs. I was going to tell you about it, and then I never made that video. So this is a 2-for-1. Jon was on his Instagram today, and he shared a photograph of an article from The Sun that was published a couple weeks ago, and it was about Hannah. And he said that he was like really excited for her, proud of her, and she's about to be 18 in a month. Can you believe that? So a source had spoken to The Sun a couple weeks ago, and they talked about how Hannah and Jon had gone down to Florida to check out colleges, and she was there for some sort of business deal. He only has like a couple months left, and then the kids are done, and Hannah wants to move to Florida to go to college and move on with her life and get out of rural Pennsylvania. So the source told The Sun, and it's weird because the source told The Sun and then Jon posted the article, so I don't know if Jon knows the source. He says, Jon can't believe his kids are almost 18. He wants to make sure he makes the best of his last year with Hannah. He still has high hopes that when his other kids turn 18 that they can make their own decisions to hopefully rekindle their relationship with him. He said that Hannah has been talking nonstop about getting out of rural Pennsylvania and going to college in Florida. She's even considering graduating early because she wants to start taking college courses and majoring in business. She was approached by a company that has given her a huge opportunity, and she is over the moon about it. She can't wait to tell her friends and announce it to the world. She and Jon flew down to Florida for a photo shoot and to settle details on her new business endeavor. Interesting. I wonder what the business endeavor is in a photo shoot. Do you think she's going to be going, like, launching a product? Is she going to be on TV? Is she going to be an influencer? Is she going to be a model? What's going on here? The source continued by saying, Hannah and Jon love hanging out together. This trip to Miami was so incredibly fun because they were able to look at the University of Miami and get out of the snow. They said that they were treated to an amazing dinner at Poppy Steak and loved the branding of the steak and watching the wild light show. So they had good steak, you guys. What a weird thing for the source to say. Like, what a very detailed thing for the source to say. It's almost like the source was having the steak with them. It says that Hannah hasn't seen any of her brothers and sisters since Kate moved. This makes me sad, you guys. So Kate moved to North Carolina about a year ago, which we're gonna get to, and Hannah has not seen her siblings since they moved. So it says Hannah hasn't seen her siblings, according to the Insider, but she's hopeful one of her siblings may also choose Florida for college. So this is what they said about the siblings. Hannah hasn't seen her brothers and sisters in a long time since they moved to North Carolina. She's ready to leave her small-town life and sub-zero temperatures and hopes maybe one of her brothers or sisters will choose the same area for college. She never regrets her choice to live with her dad, and going away together on daddy-daughter trips like this are just a reminder of that. Feels so lucky to have so much personal attention, having grown up in a household of 8 kids and getting some alone time with her father. Isn't it weird to you guys that Jon doesn't want the kids in the tabloids, and then he's always talking to the tabloids and then posting about the tabloids? Oh, weird. He was like mad at Kate because she was always like on TV. And then Kate hasn't said anything publicly in like 2 years. Okay, anyways. So Hannah has not seen her siblings since they moved to North Carolina. Okay, so North Carolina is where Kate lives, and Kate actually became a nurse again. Can you believe this? So when Kate moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina, we did a video where I told you that she renewed her nursing license. Well, now she's actually working as a nurse, and she's like completely like changed her life, and she is no longer like the reality star Kate, and she's just a normal mom that goes to the grocery store, works as a nurse, and has a normal life, just like carting her kids around. The kids have taken jobs in the area that they live in, and they just have a way low-key, totally out of the spotlight life now. And so Kate had worked as a nurse previously before she had all of her kids, and then left to take care of the kids, and now has gone back to nursing. I did not actually think she would ever go back to nursing, like ever. I thought she was too good for nursing. I don't know why I thought that. But she is with the 4 sextuplets that are down in North Carolina. So Kate's working as a nurse. Kara and Maddie are in college in New York. And did you know in the middle of all of this, they're still battling for custody over the sextuplets, even though they're going to be 18? Why are they still fighting about custody when the kids are almost 18? They're still fighting over custody all these years later, and the kids are going to be 18 in a couple months. Not an update on Colin, which is kind of odd. I don't know where Colin's at. I think the last time Jon gave an update on Colin, he was actually wanting to do like military. I know he was in the ROTC. So I'm not sure if that's still the route that he wanted to go or not. And there's like this new business venture for Hannah, but nothing about what Colin is up to and how she enjoys having all this time with her dad, but nothing about Colin. So if you're wondering where Colin is and what Colin's up to, I can't tell you. Maddie updates on Instagram periodically, and she still sees her siblings and goes to North Carolina to hang out with them. So, you know, she and Kara are still in touch with their mom and the 4 siblings with them. And then it's Colin and Hannah that are still with Jon. When all of this started years ago, I think it's just so upsetting for a lot of fans, because I shared on Instagram the post about this. And so many people in comments were just so sad that Hannah and Colin don't have a relationship with the other kids, and that the sextuplets are basically like alienated from one another, and it has to do with their parents' relationship. In the 10 years since their divorce, Kate and Jon have never been able to figure out how to co-parent. And in the couple years since Jon's NDA was done from his divorce with TLC, it's interesting because Kate has not said anything publicly. There was one time that Kate did a public statement. It was regarding an altercation between Jon and Colin, and she has not posted on social media. She has not commented about the situation with Hannah or Colin. She doesn't share updates on the kids anymore. It's like Kate, when she lost the show, she went underground. Like, she doesn't care about social media anymore. She doesn't care about the life that she built before then. She's like in a different world. And I don't know if that is because when she was on the show, they were managing her social media, and maybe she's never really been into social media to begin with. But it's so odd to me that after all of these years, Kate retreats into the limelight after Jon had been begging Kate to get off TV for years. Like, they were fighting about it in court. Once she retreats, then Jon goes into the limelight, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he didn't want the kids to be in the spotlight anyway, and then he can't stop talking. Everyone has their opinions on the two of these people, and I think both of them have made a lot of mistakes. The sadness for me has nothing to do with the parents. It has to do with the kids and the relationships that have suffered because of the two parents that can't find a way to make this work, and can't find a way to co-parent, and can't find a way to, interact. And I kind of wonder if like both of them have narcissistic tendencies, or if both of them are problematic, and so they're both super stubborn, because it doesn't seem like a dad that wanted to be out of the spotlight would suddenly want to be in the spotlight, and then she would go out of the spotlight. Does that make sense to you? Does anyone else find this confusing? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Bye, guys.